Hello and welcome to week number 7 of the Injustice 2 Path to Pro recap, where each week we're going to take a look at the top players of each tournament, analyse their gameplay, discuss their characters, and go over some of the more significant highlights. Murko was your champion this week, who took his Harley Quinn to the next level versus some dangerous EU competition. Let's look at his journey in the top 8, and all footage in this video was taken directly from Murko himself. In a canon matchup between Batman and Harley Quinn, we would kickstart the top 8 with a nail-biting set between the two players of ED Napier versus Murko. Game 1 was close, but the final play of an instant jump 2 to meet Murko in the air led to a corner sequence from Batman, ending in a grab, doing the final chunk of damage needed to take the game, and it put Napier up by 1 game in the set. In game number 2, Napier made a crucial error by trying to air tech Harley Quinn's back 3, but getting hit anyway, thus wasting the meter. This left him with no resources to fight back during Murko's clash, and a meter burn straight shot tied things up 1-1. In game number 3, Murko push blocks Napier to remove the mechanical bats from play, but it wasn't enough to stop the corner sequence from being the deciding factor of this match, putting Napier up another game once again. Taking the fight mid-screen for game 4, Napier would once more air tech a combo from Harley, but it would be chased down anyway and caused him to waste more meter. After that, he attempts to glide in for an unpredictable advance, which is swiftly anti-aired by Murko to bring us into game 5. The final game went to the absolute wire. Murko was cornered once again, but all would be finalized by a jump in that Murko would successfully air-to-air Batman with, and the damage over time effect of Play Doctor at the end of a combo left Napier on a pixel of life. The game was ended by an air gun shot, and Murko moved on to face Undead Jim. Undead Jim was lying in wait for the semis, and would select Green Lantern for the first match. Unfortunately for Undead Jim, game 1 would be a dominant win for Murko. The quick transition back to character select would force Jim onto a more familiar Injustice 2 character in Batman. A much better pick for Undead Jim, as he was able to go toe-to-toe for most of the round. Murko's consistent use of air tech meant that he took minimal damage in certain situations. At the last moment, Undead Jim gets opened up by Harley's forward 2 overhead, and the following combo was a guaranteed win. The character select would be used once again, as this time Undead Jim changes to Aquaman. With both players having so much meter to work with at the last moment, Murko gets opened up by the mix-up of low scoop or overhead. After that, Undead Jim meets the meter burn roll with a down 2 to get a game on the board. Not liking the Aquaman matchup, Murko switches to Black Adam, and the pick works wonders because Murko would defeat Undead Jim in the series 3-1, moving on to Grand Finals to face Aris Nivek. Nivek was no stranger to the Path to Pro top 4, having been there himself multiple times. Supergirl versus Harley Quinn was the matchup. Game 1 was off to a great start for Nivek, but Murko turns the tide with a devastating corner sequence. At the last minute, Nivek attempts to teleport on reaction to Harley's trait, but lands right on top of the spawning hyena and loses the game because of it. Nivek gets opened up by forward 2 in game number 2, and after the clash, lands what would have been the final combo to end the game. Murko air-techs at the last possible moment and survives with a pixel of health. The comeback was real as Murko whiff punishes into full combo and goes up 2-0. After Nivek makes the switch to Black Adam, it wasn't enough to get the job done. Murko has an amazing game full of tricky mix-ups and clean punishes, steamrolling through Nivek in the last round to be your Week 7 champion. Week number 8 is on the horizon, with plenty of time left to sign up for Saturday's qualifiers. Simply head to play.eslgaming.com/injustice to test your strength against some of EU's best. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.